Good afternoon, Straw Hat Pirates. It's actually the evening, rather. It's about 7:15.
It's very much the evening.
Yeah, it's the
time
evening.
isn't real, dude. It's fine.
This cast is very weird, right? Immediately, there's something missing. Where's Alex? Alex is witnessing life. He's witnessing life happen.
Yep.
He's
life,
greeting
poop,
his
everything.
Yep. He's greeting his new nephew who's been brought into this world. Congratulations to the
brand
family.
new pirate has welcomed the sea. The sea has welcomed another pirate.
And
fix that in post.
Speaking of welcoming new pirates to the sea, we do have a newcomer coming onto the scene right now for this first round here.
Yeah.
Medascoto, but we're gonna just call him Meds for this match.
Meds for short.
Yeah. And he's going up against
You
our
know him,
homie,
you love him.
Yep, the Night Loaf. So without any further ado, chat, let's just get right into the game. They have already started, it looks like.
I'm sure Night Loaf was very thrilled to get selected for round one.
Oh, he usually always is very happy to get selected for round one. But I mean, hey, Gerald, you're a popular guy, dude. What do you want from me?
The
You know what I
people want
mean?
to see you, man.
Exactly.
The people want to see you. These, we get to capture these. We definitely recognize Gerald, and Gerald, I believe, just came off of, I think, a placement this past weekend at the Maitland Cup. There, they had the case tournament this past weekend.
Oh, true, they did, yeah.
Yeah, and so, like, as a popular face, especially around here at Versus, we like to watch these videos over and learn a thing or two from some of our, esteemed players.
And he's a good friend.
Yeah, pretty cool homie.
Shout out Gerald, dude.
Obviously, these players have gone off to quite the start here, as it looks like I believe Night Loaf has the first curve, which he probably won the flip to take it from Pluffy, as they want to go first. They're trying to ramp to 10 as fast as possible to get their big boys. We did some ramping. We're going to bring up the Bond Clay, Mr. 2, to ramp another.
And just
go in for a 7.
Yeah, 7
Yeah.
into the spandom just to
Yeah.
get rid of that immediately. Doesn't want Gerald to have any kind of a board presence going on. I mean, this Bond Clay, too, establishing that very early is good. I've been playing a lot more recently, too, chat. So something I've witnessed recently is Purple Luffy just getting a lot better. I play a lot of Calgara, so I really don't like it when their Bond Clay copies my big vanilla idiot and hits me for 8 right in my face. And it's like, that's a 2K normal.
But you
That's
know what's
crazy.
crazy is, I guess this isn't a great example, but do you know how much that Mr. 2 is worth right now?
What, isn't it like 40 or 50?
Yeah, I would say it's probably in the 30 to 40 range, unless it's gone up since then, and it's 50. So I like to, I refuse to play Mr. 2 in any of my Pluffy decks or purple decks, because, like, did you just see what happened?
Oh, yeah.
$30, $50 gone in 2 seconds, and it ramped you. Let's hope that Dawn wins you the game. Now, that seemed a little aggressive. Now,
I mean,
I'm sure Meds really loves his Mr. 2.
Meds is going
They
crazy.
got him
right
with a
now,
9. It
though.
got him there with a 9 mom.
That's true. He is already at 9 so
Trashing.
early into the match.
Got some new arts here. See that 10 cost Luffy hit the trash pile there. One of the newer arts from our new PRB set. Finally hitting Night Loaf into life there from Meds. But of course we did technically heal Night Loaf just by removing a body and adding it to life.
And we see right there, first action, just going for 5, hitting that leader skill.
Now,
Gonna
we
mill
are
the
on
2.
7 here. Yeah, as something I've observed from Night Loaf, and of course he's going to play as properly as he can. He likes to hit for low with the Lucci. He likes to poke for small damage, 5s, barely 6s, I've noticed. But on curve here, right, what do you want to do? You want to play the Jack down for 7? That's exactly what Night Loaf did.
And Jack, quite the monster. Oh, Magellan, also a monster.
Magellan comes down. Classic card that Black doesn't love to interact with because by traditional KO effects. Whoa!
Wow.
The second one.
I don't think...
Dude, he's down to 5 Dawn. He's going to be back to 7 now. Wow.
I don't think anybody likes playing against Magellan, dude.
Well,
let's just be real.
You know, like, certain colors really don't want to interact with it because you remove it by, conventional means. It hits you back. You have to lose a Dawn for it. So, like, cards like Gravity Blade, good. Certain effects from, like, for example, Nightmare Luffy could get around it, or the 9-drop Kaido in recent sets can get around it because you don't KO. But otherwise, Magellan's got your Dawn.
Yeah, Magellan's going a little crazy later on.
You're going to let
dude.
him live, or you're going to give up 2 Dawn each?
These OP2 sleepers coming out of nowhere, guys.
I love my Magellans. Yeah, I considered like early 8.5 format, post starter deck. I'm like, are these still like worthy of having a spot in the deck? Yes. Yeah.
Card's crazy.
It's always good.
Card's crazy.
Card's always good.
I feel like who was I talking to? It was Tyler, I think. And I was like, yeah, dude, so they're playing this, and this. I would imagine they're playing Queen too as well, right? In the purple list. And he's like,
Yeah.
actually, no, card sucks.
So like I'm starting to get there as well. I feel like Queen is a polarizing pick right now. Not everyone runs it at the full force of 4 that they
Yeah.
used to. You just have a more efficient Nami blocker now, and you still have other purple choices.
But it's like, why wouldn't you
No,
play
yeah,
it? It's
I
such a
mean,
good card. I get it's not a straw hat, so
yeah.
it's not searchable but off of like Zoro and all that stuff,
I feel
but
like purple's just gotten like one of the colors in the game, if not the color for like almost having everything it needs.
yeah.
But like every set that comes out is finally getting more and more tools. Like I like to say, black doesn't need any more, right? Yellow doesn't need any more, right? It's like purple just never had enough, and slowly but surely we're getting there. Oh man, OP09 with the new Luffy,
Some might even say it's getting too much, right?
forget about it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the bold take, bold take.
Yo, what's good, Zenpai? Good to see you, man.
Hello there.
Oh, I gotta fix the bottom thing that says our commentators, so
Oh yeah,
it's
we're
not
on
Alex D
7.
today.
Not Xander, not today, only in spirit. So
Yeah.
with the 7 Dawn, we don't see another Jack. Obviously, Nightlove's been just number crunching in his head. Looks like he's gonna do a Tempest and an Ice Age. We're gonna do some reduction right here.
Ooh, so seeing how he feels real quick, getting in with that 8 there with Jack. Yep, he's gonna take
He's gonna
that.
take that 8, and you could think we're not using our indicators here, but I believe there's more than 10 cards. So there was an Ice Age and that Tempest, right? So the Ice Age and Tempest now with that Brook cleanly takes out the 9 Mom cost wise, pops it.
And those Magellans are they're just gonna stay there the whole game. I don't think Gerald's even gonna look at that. Sure, bud,
If we're
get
able
your
to
swings
keep
in with it,
connecting
right?
here with the 8s, then yeah. So now Meds is still at 10, right? We could see a 9-drop Kaido come down, pop the Rebecca blocker, and we could charge at the Jack with that Kaido. That's an option.
But Gerald's hand's thick, like
We're asking for card count. Yeah, it's pretty good. We finally gave Nightloaf some cards to hand, right? We finally did as Meds. Obviously Rebecca has value. Obviously Jack draws a card. We swung with it that turn. Even so. Right here is Meds. 9-drop Kaido. Oh, he's going for a 5 first. Where's this 5 going, though? I kind of like it to go into the Brook. Maybe pressure a 2K out of hand. Tempt the block, although the block is not likely.
I think it's that life because he didn't point at anything. He just
Mm-hmm.
he's look. Yeah. Okay, no, it is
okay,
up Brook. It is up Brook.
I
Yeah.
like it being at the Brook for sure. Gerald carefully assessing that, yeah, the Brook is toast. It'll probably just eat another Magellan. This is a good one where like I like to see how Gerald reacts to in this case it's 2 Magellans leader and possibly a Kaido. Like that's my first thought was possibly Kaido. Okay, Kaido's out because we're using two Dawn here.
Yep. Yeah,
And
and
we
Gerald's like
swung
okay,
at life.
and I think Gerald's on that same wavelength too. And
We're swinging at life. Okay. See, I
Sure.
don't hate this as Meds though because a lesson I've learned as Ploofy is like you don't have the greatest matchup in the black still. So just going straight for face,
7.
just do it. Just go straight for face. 7 is
Luffy
for the 7
Taro,
Luffy
yeah.
Taro. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, some
That
value
that Zoro
town.
can get us some counter in hand because it looks like Meds is down to like maybe 3 or 4 cards.
Value town. You love to see it.
Maybe a Sanji blocker in there as a 2K. Oh, my
What's
powers are getting
Magellan's base
stronger.
power? Is it base
6.
power 6? Okay, that's
6.
what I was thinking. Yeah, and
6.
then that Sanji blocker to carry on for the next turn as well. Med's board. You see only 2 life there on the overlay chat, but that don't mean it's anywhere close to being over.
You know, if Nightlove goes for the removal on these Magellans, yeah, tons of Dawn will be compromised. He could remove the Luffy Taro. That is the largest unit on the board. Going for
And then we
another
got
small
it.
swing.
Yeah, another. Just see
Small
how he
swing.
feels.
Just
Seeing how he
small-
feels.
I
Yeah.
love the small swings. I really do. It's just like watching like painter like just go
I mean,
flick
hey,
at the paintbrush.
Meds is at like sub 3 cards in hand right now, or at 3 cards
You
in
can
hand.
have some bricks there. Some of your good
Yeah.
cards in this Ploofy list, unfortunately, are counterless, like the Luffy and the Zoro that we have on board right now. These Magellans, that whole board is counterless.
God, bro, I want to play so bad right now. This sucks. All right, Kid getting pitched there.
Yep.
He needs to slap another Big Mom than a Kaido. Yeah, facts. I agree.
Taking that
But
life.
getting hit
it's
like
getting
this, though, ain't
scary.
it?
Getting scary here. Because we still have 3 life for Meds to go through. There's a soap sheep
Oh,
getting
shit.
a reduction of 2. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the boy.
This is
You know him, you love
nuts.
him. The Gecko Moria is coming online, bringing Rebecca and Spanum, the classic duo.
Chat, this is what we call the fun stopper combo.
We're amassing a board.
And shout out to those TC Evolutions
It's
dice
just
counters that got there too.
crazy how much Dawn power is being used here from just the character Moria. I mean, we don't need to go into it, but this is just gross. We've removed a Magellan.
Whoa.
No, we haven't. We passed over.
Oh,
We
okay.
removed Zoro. Thank God. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that would have been a lot, right? Yeah.
So big turn from big
Hey,
turn
we
from
took out a
Nightloaf
six.
there.
We took
Yeah.
out a 6 unit. You know, that's not bad.
That was a good turn.
We set up the blocker. We have 2 large units on our side. A semi-threatening small unit in Brook. Meds has some, you know, I think it still goes straight for face, honestly, though.
You know, it'd be crazy right now.
Hmm.
Kaido.
You think it's coming?
Like no, like if
But do you
if this
think it's coming?
no, if this Luffy wasn't Luffy and it was
So-
just starter deck for whatever Kaido, just blow up the board, drop a 10 drop.
Oh yeah,
Clean up the
yeah.
board himself, dude.
Unfortunately, he's not an Animal Pirates.
Here.
The leader.
Unfortunately, guys,
Unfortunately,
Luffy did not join that crew. Sadly, he decided to,
that's another
Kick the crap
multiverse
out of him,
probably
yeah.
where like he lost.
or he
or some-
joins them
he
instead.
joins them instead.
Yeah.
Okay, going for face. I think I like this a lot. On the clapback, he probably accepts that he's not safe. And it could be worse. There could be a Sabo blocker with
mean,
a
he-
Sabo spell active right
Yeah,
now, because
we-
then Kaido doesn't matter.
We got 10. We got 10 Dawn still up while Meds is
But
like
we
taking
did use
swings.
2 though. So for Nightloaf right now, if you use 2 Dawn on me and now you're using 4, I can take a kind of sigh of relief. I know you're not Kaidoing.
Yep.
I have a Rebecca blocker. I have cards in hand. We have 3 life. We can get there, right? We're going to give up the block here. He's given up 4 Dawn. Nightloaf goes. We'll give up the block here. Everything is swung besides leader. Ooh, 5 at lead or 5 at Brook? Could have been either or.
An easy pitch there of the Who's Who for counter.
6 Dawn left. Full 6.
And that's for
the,
Sanji.
The Sanji blocker. Yeah. Okay. Not the strongest move here. Kind of scary. We have 1 Sanji blocker with a... It's like, you hate to say it's got a low cost of 6, but like if you're not a 10 cost, Lucci just sneezes and you're done.
Going for a T kick.
There's your
reduce that
3.
Sanji.
Yeah. Here's your half your value now, and you're dead. The Jack just kills you.
Hina hitting the
Oh,
grave
there's
too.
the Hina.
That's
I've
pretty
noticed a
good.
lot of these Lucci players are starting to pack that Hina back into their list now, or just including that Hina from starter deck, whatever, back in their lists. Kind of cool. Haven't messed around with it myself.
So still have a lot of Dawn up for Gerald here. We've only spent 1 on that T kick.
Dude, Meds has like 3 cards in hand.
Yeah,
I'm
Meds has
nervous.
3. I think Gerald. This is
We're going for the throat.
Yeah, we're going for the closeout here. I think.
We're going for the throat chop.
And if we're not going for the closeout, dude, this is the start of the real estate sale here, guys. Here we go. Here's a
Are we
little
going
poke
f-
from Brook.
Oh, wow. I don't know if this is like really calculated, bordering disrespectful, but we're going 5 first. Giving up
5
a 1.
gets rid of
Giving
that
up a 1.
that treasure
2.
rare law.
Oh, that's an expensive law. All right, yeah, let's just go for it. 9 lead, 1 life. Go for it. What you got? 2 cards in hand.
He's taking that.
Hit him with the 0 cost.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's the rest of his hand.
That's the rest of his hand, though.
Yep.
3 Dawn goes on here. Span him 5.
So
Yep,
5.
takes it.
Take the rest
And then
of
the
it.
rest?
Bam.
It's a 9, Mom. Unfortunately, not going to be enough to take, what was that, 10, 11
Yeah.
K power from a Lucci leader.
So, like you said,
Yeah.
there is those how the games end. A lot of times, like every time I played against Purple Luffy in the last few weeks playing IRL, a lot of times whenever if I win the game, it's like, yeah, and they lay their hand out and it's just brick, 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 brick. So This looks like that's what happened there. That last life wasn't enough. Wasn't another zero cost event, sadly. You know what I mean? So purple Luffy not able to squeak it out there, but
It's
Rob
tough.
Lucci,
It's
yeah.
almost got the like it definitely got an upgrade this format for sure. I can't wait to see an OP09 with more purple stuff like what it looks like, or if like it's just Lucci's just still Lucci. So if we get to bridge that matchup just a little bit closer
And
next format.
it's still just. I'm hearing from the players, it's still gonna be the same next set too. Rob Lucci's gonna
Hey, he
be
may not
taking
go
more
around.
names,
I
man.
don't
Yeah.
know, man. We'll have to see. Time will tell.
That
Yeah.
is true. Time will tell. So we're gonna take a short little break here. Go say what's up to Nightloaf. See how he's doing, and don't go anywhere, y'all. Watch these ads. Follow the channel if you haven't yet, and we'll be right back with more One Piece card game action. Actually, wait a second. Before we go on break, we need to talk about something really quick, guys. If you guys follow our Facebook or me on any social media, you saw that today we announced our next big Bandai event. We're getting a 1024 cap Treasure Cup
That is news
online,
to me.
guys. Online. It's going to be an online event, but it's okay. So everyone's like, oh man, another online event. We're just going to watch a stream, and it's just going to be some guys phoning in on Discord and doing it. Well, not for this one, guys. I am going hard myself on cramylad Productions, and then obviously with my team over at Juicy Game Night. We are going to completely redefine how online events are produced and ran. So we'll run. Ran. We're not changing any. We have the TOing. Don't worry about that. I'm not touching any of that shit. That's all wrong.
Breaking the wheel.
Yeah,
Starting from
we're
scratch.
not breaking.
Everyone's fired.
Yeah.
Left and right. Off
No,
the boat.
no wheels are broken. Thankfully.
Walk the plank.
Yeah. But it's going to be a great production, guys. I can't wait to show you guys it. I'm holding a lot of it close to the chest right now. My friends know a lot of the details of it, but as I get more things solidified, I'll let you all know. Just know, IRL commentators. So we're not doing that Discord bullshit for the commentators, and skits. All right, everybody. Watch these ads. We'll be right back with more One Piece card game action. Stay tuned and follow the channel. Welcome back, Straw Hat Pirates, to round number 2 of today's local tournament here at Versus Games in the Oviedo Mall. I'm your producer and host, Marc Daly, and I'm joined by my great friend, Franklin Arrarte. What's good, brother?
Not too bad, brother.
Hell
Brother,
yeah.
how you doing?
We're doing good, man.
still here.
We see some chats, too.
Yeah,
From
we got some
Yo,
peeps.
for Meds last round, too. I'm sorry, guys. I did my best. Bro, you did more than your best. You did fantastic. But I almost said butt cat noms. Bug cat noms. Banana was good. Good to see you. Shout out to Bananas.
Banana. Yeah, Meds, glad to have you as always, dude.
Yeah.
Win or lose, we're just glad to have you.
So we got round number 2 now, though. And let's take a look at what we got coming up to the table. We got another newcomer to the stream. I believe this is part of the Goblin Brigade. We got Slord coming up.
Slord.
Going up against, y'all know him, y'all love him. We got him against Zeno. That's Kenny right there.
Kenny.
And these two gentlemen
Whoa.
are...
Okay.
geez.
I didn't see this coming. No, I didn't know what Slord was on early tournament. Anyway, it seems to
Doffy
be
versus
generally out there is Doffy. Ploofy seems to be tied with Lucci's. And as you can see, we have a mirror match between our Doflamingos, rocking different art, different rarities. Got the starter deck. Well, these are both starter decks. They just came out in different points in time. Did not quite catch yet who is taking the first curve, or rather the second curve, which you generally want to do in the mirror, as I'm told. Xanderin is in the chat somewhere. Hope everything has gone well, and I hope that we are welcoming a new pirate to the scene, or a Navy personnel, whatever they decide to be. The sea welcomes them all the same. Players still setting up. Marc is straightening up a little bit as Slord has decided to use his own mat from the Krusty Krab, One Piece influenced. The fist bumps are away. Marc has returned.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had to fix
Marc's the
I fixed Slord's mat. It was just off the fucking screen.
He's a pro, man. He's always out there making sure the thing looks straightened out, looking pretty. Jack of all trades.
Yeah, shout out to this Doffy mirror, though, for round number 2, guys. It's what everybody wants to see, right?
I was telling them a little bit, catching up on it. Like, hopefully, you want to take second in this matchup there in the Doffy mirror. So that's going to be like, who got it. And it looks like Zeno may have, given that he's on the second curve right now. Starting off strong with the leader swing, summoning a Mihawk. Not, traditionally what you love to see there. That's a 2K, of course. Could get you some draw. We're going to see Xeno take that first life down to 4. So another card that you love to see in the Doffy mirrors, right? And your opponents are always counting them are Jinbeis. That's right. It's, all right, did they see 3 Jinbeis? Then yeah, you definitely lost. If they saw 1, you might have a chance.
Yeah, this is the deck right now, chat, where you're either playing it or you're beating it is what you're trying to aim for in your
Honestly,
deck building.
there
It's
it
too
is.
good.
Put one up on the Jinbei counter right now because that's our first one hitting the board of maybe 6.
His hand is
Three from each side. Oh, that's a boa hidden down. So
did you see he has 2 pudding in hand too? His
I
hand is
did not.
disgusting
I
right
did
now,
not.
dude.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
some pretty good
gosh. Let's go.
mirror text, right? I'm going out with a 6. Something that I had a choice of like deck to play this past weekend, and I can't I don't trust myself with Doffy enough to like go into a whole field full of experienced Doffy players that know the mirror way better than me. Plus, like Doffy lists are wildly different, dude. Like I don't know what they've got. I ain't playing the deck. I'd rather play like another deck because like who knows what, I'm gonna feel like at worst I'm doing it wrong. Oh.
Hey,
Ooh.
a little bit of a copycat here.
There you go. The second Jinbei has hit the board. Oh, as you can see, Xanderin was present in the chat. So Alex with us in spirit, letting us know that a little bit of information here. Not only is the baby a pirate, the baby's Jolly Roger.
Oh, let's go. Shout out to the newborns. Let's go, dude. Pirates in the making. 7 at life. No effect?
Word to
Did
your
he-
mama.
Did he not no effect off of our Dope here?
No, I missed it.
He didn't
Is
flip
it?
anything
Is
off
it?
the top.
Yeah, it's just a 7 and a 2K
Yeah.
block from Xeno there.
And he
Not
said
the
pass.
strongest turn, but we established some boards, some pieces here. And I wonder if this is just like the momentum that this game is just going to go in. We're just going to smack, put some bodies out, smack, put some bodies out. Or we're going to just start charging at board, maybe playing some gravity blades to remove board. Who knows? It's actually like one of the first, since I missed a couple of major tournaments recently, like streamed, I haven't seen too many of this 8.5 Doffy mirror. Let's see what other kind of big moments we have in store for us. Some
Massive
Teach.
plays, Zenpai. Humongo plays even. Mondo plays.
No one
if
saw
you will.
Teach early on. Teach could be weaker later. I see an Edward Weevil in Kenny's hand right now on the right.
What? Which one is? Hold on. Is this making you or me louder? Do you hear me louder in your headset now?
No, I don't. I don't hear any
Okay,
change.
this is mine then. Cool. I needed it nice and loud in my ears, chat.
Ooh, and there's the Law coming down. Now, Law is going to be able to bounce. He can bounce himself. That's a pretty neat interaction that the card has. He could bounce himself, the Law, and it looks like he is. And in exchange, he's going to bounce a 4-drop or less character on Slorid's side. It's going to be the Boa. And we will connect, putting Slorid down to 4 life now. Bouncing that Boa back to hand was awesome.
And
Not uncommon in this matchup. Ooh, we're going to see us with
8
nothing
here?
else to do with our 3 Dawn, which is curious. We're going to go for a big 8, and Slord will just take that. I don't know if there was something better in that hand that Xeno could have done. I would have maybe liked him to use the Teach. I mean, if we're just going to spend 3 Dawn, you're going to take the card as Slord regardless. Like, that 8 swing may not have been the wisest usage of your money. I don't know. Of your berries. That's the currency, right? Just making sure I'm in the right world.
Yep,
It's not.
Just
It's
enough
not.
berries,
It's not
dude.
Zenny. It's not.
Zennies. What is that, Mega Man?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm so glad you know that.
Shout
Like,
out Battle
as
Network.
every year goes by, there's less and less Mega Men.
No, thankfully they released that
Oh.
that anniversary collection.
Oh, no, I thought you meant that. Have you seen that like anthology thing on video games? Like it's like on Amazon or something that's gonna come out.
No.
They do like a bunch of games I don't know, but then a Pac-Man one and a Mega Man one will happen, and it's like an
Ooh.
anthology series.
That's cool.
There's like games that you would recognize. I don't know what they are, but there's
I'll
like
have
an
to check
episode
that
for
out,
each
yeah.
game.
That's sick.
Yeah, it sounds pretty sick. I'm gonna check it out. Back over in Doflamingo land.
So only attaching 1.
Yeah.
Let's see if we put a second one on
We did
there.
see the second Jinbei come down, bringing down that Boa.
I guess like Well, no, in every case you'd want to go for even for a blind flip, right? Because that's
I'll go for a blind.
yeah. There's a
Yeah, I'll go
chance
for a
that
blind
yeah.
flip.
Is it
Well,
only?
like, like we want to
There
deal
we
with
go.
board too. Like if they go for face, the opponent's probably going to take it in the Doffy mirror because that's
Yeah.
just like resources. That's life.
There we
That's counter
go.
for your characters. And okay, so we are going to go ahead and bounce our own Jinbei back to hand with that law. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, that's going to be the target. Yeah, just going to bounce that boa back and smack for face.
Does it shambles or does somebody else come in?
No, no,
Nope. Just
yeah,
okay.
yeah, not that broken.
That'd be fucking crazy.
I think it's honestly broken enough that Law can bounce himself.
Yo, can I just bounce their leader and win the game? That'd be nuts. Alrighty, going in for 5 here with the Jinbei too. Little pokes, going from 7 to a 5.
That
Gonna
would
just
be
pitch
nuts
one.
if there was like pay 10 Dawn. If you can bounce their leader for
Oh my
games.
god. I mean, I think it's best to do it, but each player plays a little differently. Yeah, fair. That is very fair. So we're up to 8 Dawn now. It looks like over on Xeno's side. I always want to call him by his
So we haven't
name.
seen like too many like different texts though. Like a reason that I've been nervous about using Doffy in like a bigger tournament outside of locals is like I don't know what my opponent in another Doffy deck is gonna pack. So they're playing Jozu's, right? 6 cost Jozu's. Some play the 7-drop Doflamingo.
Oh yeah, shout out Goblin, dude.
Right? Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a really good tech. That's in my list right now. Some play the frickin' 9-drop Sanji package with 9-drop Mihawk to just style on your opponent because the reasoning is, oh, in Doffy Mirror, well, how are they going to go into 2 9K bodies? They can't. And so you just win. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm just going to play a ton of 4-drops in my deck. I don't know about you.
Bro, and like I mean anything under 5 cost is just not safe right now in this
Here at
meta,
8,
dude.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, any one of those techs that I just mentioned could do it, but right now we need board. And what better way to get some board in Doflamingo is using Jinbei? Yep. That's probably our 4th one.
And now
I
next-
foresaw
yeah.
6.
Next
I think
turn
this
we're
is at
gonna-
least our 4th Jinbei drop.
between both players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 has got to be on the low end. Like, man.
Bounces his own Jinbei off that too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can get into some shenanigans. Not only could Law bounce himself, maybe it's a better idea for a future play to bounce your Jinbei, so it's safe, and you get the wet Edward Weevil to come down with it. But right now,
7 swing.
we
hey,
need some.
flip
We
over
still need
Moria.
some board. We still need some board here as Kenny. Trading into this
Getting a 2K back.
rested board. Yeah. Oh, giving up 2/2Ks. Yeah. And have a pretty sizable hand. Imagine if like Slord just drops a pudding right now, because that's like 9 to 10 cards in Zeno's hand.
I think it needs to happen, honestly.
It might. I mean, it could. There's at least one pudding in Slord's hand. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, if he puts 4 to the side, I'm thinking he's gonna do it, and that's 4, by the way. On the right, that's 4 Dawn. Because I believe we're at 9. Yeah. Slord's on the odd curve, so he's going to be at 9 Dawn this turn. He's set 4 to the side. That could be telegraphing a pudding, 4-drop pudding. Oh. And then you would just go trade into board, I think. You would use 4 for your pudding. You have 5 Dawn left over, 3 for your leader, 2 left over. That's not bad. Okay, so we're going to start off with 2. What are we doing for 2?
Looks like he's cracking pudding now.
Oh, that was 4.
That was 4.
Okay. Yeah, he is cracking pudding. Yep. Go ahead. One of the few interactions in this game that causes the opponent to shuffle and draw 5 cards is the 4-drop pudding, which is almost instant loss at its strongest, most critical hit ratio. Could give you 5 bricks and then you're just toast.
And now we have 5 Dawn left to spend on Slord's side, so we can only imagine 2 of those going to be dedicated to the leader to go for a blind pick here.
Well, 3. You need 2 for, and then the third one to tap, right? So 3 Dawn for leader skill, and then 2 more dollars to play with. We could go 6/6 into that tapped Gecko Moria to force whatever's left of hand out of Kenny. Maybe.
Yeah, 'cause this is now where I mean, it all depends on Kenny's next turn here because we can't see his hand that
We
well
see at
right
least a
now.
2K. We see a brick. I
See
think
a
I saw an
Weedle.
event as well, so there's at least 2 bricks in that
Yeah.
hand of 5. I mean, in the vein of, I might start with a 6 onto that Gecko Moria. I think that's what he's doing. And as Zeno here, I might think about letting this go because then you got to think another 6 is going to come and then the leader swing. Yeah, just let it go. Oh, 5 guy burgers and fries. 5 now coming down from the law instead of 6. I like it. Oh, we're just going to straight up take it. But this is going to be a bigger leader swing now. So this is going to be, it's an 8. It's hardly any different, but.
Hey, he gets a Jimbei. Let's go.
Whoa. And that was a blindy, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Because I don't think we've seen him. Yeah, Slord hasn't
Oh,
played
my.
like any of the blocker Doffy. We haven't seen Perona. Like nothing. Oh, there's
Nah.
a Perona right there, but
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
that lets you
yeah.
sculpt.
Yeah, he hasn't been like Boa setting up or Buggy setting
Well,
up.
he did just now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, yeah, of course, I see.
So good moves here for Slord. That board's looking nice and pretty.
Yeah, as Zeno right now, I'm nervous.
Yeah, 2 life, a mostly dead hand, depending, and living on a dream at the
I
moment.
mean, Dofis are crazy, but you just drew a card for turn, so you should be at 6 cards in hand.
Well, we see Perona in the hand, so we can fix that top deck nice and easy for Doffy leader skill there.
That's so
We
many
got
units.
plays, dude. Yeah,
That's so many
we got
units
plays.
there on this board here. What I don't, I mean, paying 7 Dawn for that doesn't look like it. That looks like a femur. But paying 7 Dawn to like kind of even out board here kind of sucks. Kind of feels bad because then you're down to just 2 bodies and see you're at 10 Dawn and now, but you have 3 Dawn left. Yeah, I think
So yeah, first things first.
we gotta manipulate the top here.
There's
We're gonna
another
go for a leader swing. Probably going into one of these bodies. We gotta try and control this board.
Well, there's just the only target is there's a Boa and there's a Mihawk. Those are our
Probably
targets.
the Mihawk.
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause
sorry,
other-
the Boa. Although what sucks is it's gonna come in rested.
Yeah, the other 3 in the grip there too. It's 2 Jozus and a Perona. So it looks like he put Jozu to the top. I think that's
That would be
what Kenny just
interesting.
did. Could be tripping.
I hope so. Like, I hope you're okay, but I hope you are. Because I don't like it. I hope it's either the Boa or the Mihawk. I'd prefer the Boa, though it would be unfortunate. The Boa would be good for still setting up the top and giving you a rested Dawn. So that's pretty good value. Whereas getting the Mihawk is saying, I have no choice but to put this 2K in play. That gets nothing on play as value.
Yeah, big think tank here because
You read my mind.
Yeah, this is where
Big think.
This is where it starts to where the game really starts to get difficult is these last few turns. This game will end. In
We're
the next 4
nervous. We're
turns.
definitely nervous. We just got puddinged. Yeah, okay, so we're just going for a straight 8. Respecting the 6K from the Boa blocker that's still in play. So we're just going to let that be. And it was the Boa as the target for our leader skill.
Okay, cool.
We'll set up the next 3. There's that Jozu you were talking about. And yeah, it becomes a 9, thankfully, because of that Boa. We will be going into the law. The law will be taken out.
The mirror is rough. Whoever puttings first usually has the edge. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Pokemon when like you'd red card your opponent turn 1 and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
imagine that. Imagine if it was shuffle draw 4.
I think it would be banned.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think the card would be banned as shit.
It is 4, isn't it? Red card?
Red card
Classic
is 4.
yeah. Yeah.
Disgusting card.
Forcing a 2K out of hand with that 6K swing. That is pretty much what's happening here is we did see the first pudding hit Zeno, and his board was already not so great looking. So in the name of resources, he's playing a great game of catch-up.
Dropping a Traffy.
Only 2 life left. That Boa is tapped. This is not looking quite favorable on Zeno's side. Let that one go. And bounce the Boa back. I mean, we did remove some targets, some units rather. I guess now it's not too terribly crazy. I mean, that pudding can't freely swing. We have 2 5s out. We have a 5, a 6, and a 2. It's not terribly different. Though Slord is up 1 life. Oh, but I think I do see a gravity blade in hand for Slord. It would be something if we went for board here a little bit to get some cards out of Kenny's hand and then drop the gravity blade. But we only have 3 to play with if we do that. So he went 4, so we can't gravity blade. We're going to Boa set up. Looks like a Gecko Moria, another Perona, and a Teach. Not great hits off the top, if I'm honest. I don't know if he'll decide to bottom deck him or not. No, I'll leave him on top. Leave him on top. Okay. Yeah, dude, crazy.
They exist. They live. They
And
breathe.
as far as like crazy interesting techs go, these are pretty straightforward lists thus far. Unless somebody's packing a 10 cost Kaido somewhere, 9 drop Mihawk, I don't really see anything too spicy. Zeno's list featured a Jozu or 2 at least, if you want to count that. Slord's list seems pretty what you'd think.
Slord's list is just
Straight-
Jinbeis and Boas.
Yeah.
And I guess pudding.
We've seen a law or 2. Yeah, we definitely saw a pudding, didn't we? We're going to go 5 at face. Give up 1. 5 at face. Down to 6 cards in hand. One of them being an event. Giving up a 1.
Here's 7.
7 leader skill reveal. Gecko Moria.
Little snake-looking guy.
Maybe
yeah.
getting us a 2K counter. Our hand seemed okay, but, you know, value. Or maybe a law to bounce something later.
Oh my God, Marc Daly commentating my fave. Hello. It might be your fave, but I doubt it's the chat's fave, dude. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Just kidding. I kind of know what I'm talking about. Just a little bit, guys. I promise. I sit here.
Yeah,
and stare
dude,
at
be
the game
nice here to
enough, yeah.
yourself.
I see 8. Yeah. I see 20. I am the chat. Let's go.
I see London. I see France.
Lots and lots of shiny Dawn.
That's right.
All
I
10
see
of them.
SpongeBob SquarePants. That's right. You got it.
Merit Lodge, where? Hold on. Wrong stream. Oh my God.
So we closed out with a pretty safe board. I mean, everything on that side of Slorid's board can swing. We have a strong femur
Yeah, there is
on
just
Zeno's side.
everything on Slord's board right now is great. Everything has a stat line. Like what is Boa's base cost or base?
6.
She's a 4/6.
Yeah, dude, she's a
Oh my
thick,
God.
thick lady.
It's them heels, dude. It's them heels. Getting kicked in the face with those. That's why.
Starting off with a 6 guy into 5 guy.
This board's
Burgers and
nuts.
fries. Asking for a 2K or a block and a 1. Block and a 1 it is. Paid for with the Perona.
Let's go.
Swing 1 of 3 wasted.
I think this is Slord's game to win at the moment. There's just too much going well for him right now. Look at this board, chat. Look at that
Slord's been
life.
keeping up with momentum nicely for sure. As far as missing beats go, I don't think he has. I think he's definitely seen the favorable high roll in the game so far. I don't know who, in fairness, has seen more Jinbeis. Jinbei counter to come. But he's seen his fair few as well as a few Boas and Laws, right? I mean, things have gone well for him.
Do you think Bandai would ever make a Highlander leader where you can't have duplicate characters in play on your side? That'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be cool for like like a gold Roger leader or something, because
Oh,
like
don't always
his
see the
characters.
crocodile get its ability in play. At least not with me, anyway. So we
Yeah.
get to bounce the Perona back to hand with that tapping of the Dawn. That could be good for just having counter in Xeno's hand. We have 4 Dawn left here. There's the Perona again. So probably just doing classic leader swing. No boa, so we're not putting down a boa. So this swing is going to do 7.
Yeah, look at all these non-7 warlords except for that Mihawk at the top there.
Yeah, so this is a bottom. Oh, you're going to, all right.
Bricky.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to swing 7 anyway. It's going to be 7 because there's no way to boost this damage up anymore. There it is, 7 to 6. And, yep, we got a Mihawk out. Let that go. Slord, I feel, probably had the counter in hand, but, chose to let that boa go.
Is any of this in play a blocker? Doesn't look like it, though.
Or Xeno, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for Xeno. He has no blocks in
Technically,
play.
he has a tapped blocker.
Yeah, like, yeah, right?
Yeah,
That's the only thing, yeah.
That's it. I mean, if you want to consider the fact that tapped bodies on Doffy's board are pseudo blockers, then sure. It's debatable.
I don't know, bro. I see 4 characters in play.
Are we going still for face?
Sorry, 3.
Oh, what was that? 3?
That was, it looked like 2 Dawn.
All right, yep, we're going with 7s.
Yes. If I'm Slord, I'm going for game. I'm sending it. I still got 3 more things I can swing here. My opponent, what is that? 1,
It's
2,
been a
3,
second since the pudding,
4.
right? I mean, maybe
Yeah.
maybe there's enough heat to do it. What are our numbers going to be here? Are we going for? Is that an 8? So we started with a 7. He took that. And is that an 8? Or?
Yo, SSBM4, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the squad room.
Welcome, welcome.
We love melee around here.
Oh, so it looks like it's going to be a 9 after all. 9 will come down, and that will go through, and a simple 5.
All right, Slord, just
There's 3 bricks in hand.
slap
for
it all
Xeno.
on. Slap it all
just
on.
put the remaining
Yep.
on, I suppose. No reason not to. There is about, I mean, he doesn't know the bricks that are in hand, but there's about 4 or 5 cards in hand for Xeno. Just do, oh, I don't think he is.
No, just do it, dude. Just do it. Send it. Send it.
Although it's, I mean, it's not the
Yes.
safest number. What is, oh, okay, we're going to do 2. I mean, that's almost the same thing. So it's 7 and then 10 with the 3 remaining Dawn. So it's going to be a 10K swing at life.
Okay. 10. I think Xeno's telling him right now, too. No? What do you mean, no?
What?
Oh. Oh, no. 7. A lot. Does he win?
8? 10? Yeah, it's the same thing.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, the hand was all brick regardless.
Yeah.
It was 4 cards in hand, 2 of them being an Edward Weevil, and 1 of them being that femur you see at the top. 4th card could be a 2K, and it doesn't matter.
I think Kenny is oops. I think Kenny is telling Slord, like, talking him through the play, like, oh, if you would have done this and this and this, you didn't have to go through all that. So very cool interaction with our locals here, guys. I was saying no because he was overthinking.
Yeah. No, Xanderin hit it nail on the head there. I was like, I think there was a little bit of overthinking going on the left-hand side.
But yo, I feel Slord in
Mhm.
that case there, man, because sometimes the answer is right there,
Mhm.
but bro, like when you're in the thick of it, bro, no shout out to KSI, but when you're in the thick of it, it's hard to think clearly sometimes, where it's like, oh my god, what am I thinking? Here it is, and like it doesn't snap until like a couple seconds after the fact. Like, oh wait, yeah, I do a billion damage. You have no hand, you have no blockers.
Yeah,
Here
sometimes
you
just like
yeah,
take a second, just go for it.
it looked like you
Just
chat. It looked like he just took a hit. He was like, just
I-
a second.
I did.
Oh my god, family friendly stream by the way.
That's it, man. I took a hit on life.
Hit on
you know?
life, guys. Yeah. Hit
That's my problem. Is
Yeah.
it's coming down? Actually, that's my problem. Like
But-
it's.
Shout out to Slord though. That's Slord's first time playing on cam here at Versus Games
Is
for
it really?
our
Yeah,
for our One Piece locals,
there you
yeah.
go. It's a night of firsts. It's a night of firsts. We had Mads round, right? Mads round 1, first
Yep.
time on stream. Yeah, hey, it's a night of firsts. Hey,
And again, I'm pretty
Hey.
sure too that Slord. I'm pretty sure Slord is a Smash player because I think I've seen him at events that I've worked and stuff like that. So shout out to the Smash scene.
he's held a controller.
Shout
We
out to
sell
the
the
Smash
controller.
scene, guys, and big shout out to Melee, man. I love me some Melee. I love watching Melee. But we need to get out there, say what's up to our winner, ask everyone else in the tournament how they're doing,
Yeah,
and
dap
start thinking
everyone up,
about,
see what's
yeah.
up, say what's up, you know?
But really quick though, before we go on break, just another reminder, guys. Versus Games is hosting a 1024 cap online treasure cup on February 15th. So if you guys like One Piece card game, you want to support your local stores, and you want to play in a regional setting while supporting us at the same time, be sure to check us out
When is it?
February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day, so your significant other can't get mad at
Ooh.
you either. They can't get mad at you. You spent all Friday with them, right? Tell them that you need the first 6 hours of Saturday to play in a tournament. It's all good.
Oh
Y'all can
man,
work it
that
out.
lines up. You do a thing on Friday evening, you have fun, you know, you be safe, and then it's pirate time.
Exactly, guys. So that's gonna be a crazy event. I'm gonna go sicko for the stream too. We're going nuts, guys. We're gonna make online events cool again. You know what I mean? We're gonna make them cool again. I promise. But until next round, everybody, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more One Piece card game action very soon. Watch these ads, support the channel, follow the channel too, and we'll see you in just a few moments. Thank you so much, and we'll be right back.
And we're back. You're seeing Marc's behind leave us, but we'll be back shortly. You notice he just donned up the hat that first time tonight. So welcome back, everybody. We're going to be joining up here in round number 4 for our tournament. May be our last, not sure. Bandai rules. But as soon as cramylad comes back, we'll be joined by, on stage, of course, Dustpan and Nightloaf. Nightloaf will be returning as he's still doing very well in this tournament thus far. So hope everyone's having a great night. Marc has returned. And we're off to the races.
I have returned.
Now, you all know what Night Love is playing. Dustpan is on the red-blue Marco deck. And I believe he just finished against another Lucci prior. And some light testing with Marco over the last week and a half. I don't hate this matchup, though, you know, Morias are always, you know, gonna come for you, bring out some good value. But if you hit your curve right, you hit your 7 gate, as I like to call them, and then lead in with a silvers next turn, you feel pretty good. In fact, I know one of our favorites right out there in the community. We thank him a lot for his content. Eggman did very well this past weekend with a Marco variant of himself. And I believe Dustpan's playing something very similar as far as the build goes. Now it looks like we have Nightloaf taking it away on the first Dawn curve. And we have Nightloaf on the second, which is, I think, ideal in this. No, I guess I would want to take the first curve away from Lucci. But still not terrible. This means that your 9 Dawn Sanji plays are, in my opinion, cleaner, since there's less pressure on needing to have the correct card on the stack. You're on 10, you're able to just be flexible. Here we see Nightloaf going for an aggressive 7. We used 1 Dawn earlier. No, here it is. 1 Dawn for the Spandam. We did a 7 swing. Marco quickly taking that hit. Must not have had a 2 and a 1 or decided it was fine to take this. But we want to be wary, as when bigger characters on Nightloaf's board, like Jack, like Moria, of course, can come down. And if we have too few life, that's pretty scary. Now we see a classic Combi Wombi in this Marco build, which if you're playing the Ivankov package, that is. You have the Duval, 2-drop blocker in there that you can just summon from the top. You got to think that that's what Nightloaf did just now. He already had the Ivankov, we had the Duval, so we put that on the top of the stack of the deck, and with the Ivankov, we just bring him out. So now Nightloaf probably wants to deny the value that the Ivankov brings Dustpan. So we might see some removal on the Ivankov. The blocker will just probably just go on its own, fulfilling its job. But I think we want to remove the Ivankov. Ooh! Ooh, Soap Sheep coming down, and Dustpan's just like, I know where these are going. So Soap Sheep's going to select 2 targets for 1 Dawn and -2 both of them. That's a great tech that's come out of my bulk, personally. I think from what? It's that OP03 or something, that card. I had to dig it out of my bulk. So it's very good in a Doffy format. Multiple targets, reducing by 2 each. Broken card.
That was an insane turn
Yeah,
from
dude.
Gerald.
For 5? Yeah, that
Yeah.
was nuts.
What the hell?
We know we had just enough, because it takes some cards to perform that. You need 3 CPs in the trash pile for the Spandine alone, and then you needed to return 3 for the Lucci. And on 5, that's pretty good.
Oh wow, and it looks like too, if you see the order of his discard pile,
Mhm.
the first 2 mills were just CP cards.
Yeah,
That's
great.
actually that's
It's
nuts.
quite disgusting
Yeah,
how
what a
that play
dream.
just lines up. So we're gonna see a reduction on here. Um, -2K on the Lucci. Ooh, donning up to 7. We're gonna go 7 at the 4, so that's gonna go away quickly by Nightloaf there. And a Pudding.
Ooh.
Ooh, Pudding comes down for 4. This turn is kind of awkward in my opinion. The 5 and 6 turn, there's not really much, depending on how you built your deck. This turn is kind of weird, and as the opponent, you might not know what they're going to do. Maybe a 5-drop ace with leader skill, or maybe a Jozu for full 6. But here, Dustpan's gone for the Pudding to maybe deny Nightloaf a Jack here on the 7 curve. And hopefully Dustpan on his 8 has that 7 gate, the 7-drop new gate from the new starter decks. Starting off with a 5, there's a
Ooh,
Jack.
milled a Jack. And a
Milled a
Meppo.
Jack. Oh, another Jack. It's fine. It's fine because we won -1 on the Pudding, and the Jack is able to clear that 3, providing Nightloaf with value in drawing a card. I like that Spandine is just hanging out there, along with Spandam. There it is. The 7 gate is there. And of course, we have the 1 Dawn extra. But the new gate, when it comes down, it gets to attach a Dawn straight to the leader or another character if you want. In this case, the leader. We're going to do leader skill, placing a card on the top, I think. I know that's the 9-drop Sanji. I just, there it is. Yeah, he's just going to leave it on top. It's fine. And we're going to reduce that Jack down by 2. Play that 1-drop Thatch to reduce it further, and now the new gate is able to KO it. That's pretty good. It is a risky play, the Thatch, because you do have to take a life. Since you're a Whitebeard pirate, in order to use its ability, you have to take a life. So as Marco, you do set yourself, but at least you get to take a card for it, get that power reduction, and it's a Jack, so it might have been worth it. This is a Pudding Lucci hand, so it may not be set up. We see a Spandam to try and kind of stabilize since Dustpan was able to remove a Jack. We saw another Jack at milled, right, from Nightloaf. So trying to stabilize. I'm sure our target here is that 7-drop new gate as Nightloaf. We need to find a way to remove that. Let's start with a 5. At life, we're going to pay for that with a 1K. A reduction of 1 to the new gate, I'm sure. Ooh, another 5. We're going small swings here, which I do like as Nightloaf, because as Marco, I don't like these small swings. Ooh, see, that's why. A 5 is met with a 2K. Now that's information. -5, there it is. Yep, and it takes out the 2 and the 1-drop Thatch. But at least the Thatch got in there. So a Jack doesn't come down, but we do see a board control with that Lucci. Now, we're on the 10. We're on the 10 turn. Are we doing our Sanji? I think we are. I think that was a new gate that we put on the top. So now he goes 9-drop Sanji. Reveal. It's a new gate. Wait. Yep. We got to do some things in the proper order. So that Lucci was reduced by 2. So it's a 4. And that new gate came down, putting an Arrested Dawn on the Marco leader. And we'll tap the new gate to blow up the Lucci character. Pretty good turn for the 10 there. Got a nice 16 Dawn play, if you will. And now Nightloaf's going to have to take down probably 1 at a time. I mean, he'd need quite the high roll of reduction cards to take out both of these targets at once. But he is crazy, so he might have it. That's 2 Tempest Kicks. That's a reduction of 6 total. So that new gate is now a 1 cost. Oh. Ah, the third Dawn was for another Spandam. Get to grab a Lucci character with that. And if we did drop it down, it would claim the 7 drop new gate. But that would be if, oh, looks like we're at 6 Dawn. He's kind of separated out lately. I think Gerald's looking at his hand going, this is kind of lackluster. There's a lot of reduction in the hand, actually. It's kind of gross. Draw 1, reduce. Oh, man, this is nuts because there's an Ice Age in that hand as well. Okay, a 6. And that Sanji has a cost of, oh, man, this is nasty. Oh, my God, he did it.
Unreal.
All right, that head shake was totally Nightloaf going, this is a broken hand. Oh my cats. I think if I looked correctly, Dustpan has another Sanji. Yeah, he has, but he doesn't have another big with that Sanji. You can't Sanji. So we need like another big unit. That's not it. I think we're in danger.
Yeah.
Even though these are like essentially weenies on the board, a little unusual for the Lucci to have, right? It's not bad.
Gerald made it work though.
Dude drew every Tempest under the sun, man.
Yeah, this is crazy. And his whole play set of Spandam save one of them is in play right now. It's crazy.
He had like 2 kicks and Ice Age in there. Okay, here's a. Oh my
Jesus.
God! Blind Sanji. -3, -2, and blow up a 3 cost or less. We're definitely blowing up that. Well, we reduced that by 2, didn't we?
Bro, Dawson's
Be careful.
face.
We don't forget that. That was insane, actually. I mean, I don't know that this is enough to quite get him out of the woods, but this is a 17 Dawn turn here. I mean, honestly, what else? Just go for it. Just blind Sanji. Depending on your build, you might even hit a like if you play the 6-drop Jozu, and your board was set up for it, and that was a blind one, right? You could do some things. Just go for it. A blind Sanji into pudding, that could be good.
Or a blind Sanji into a Silver Israeli, dude. You know what I mean? Crazy card. Crazy card.
I mean, that was also a gross hand from Nightloaf in order to remove 2 huge bodies, in one turn.
Can he do it again?
With just smaller units, no Jack, no problem. No Moria, no problem. This is probably the biggest swing of Lucci I've seen Nightloaf do this tonight. A 6.
Yeah, right.
6, reduce 1, mill 2.
Another
Ice
Ice
Age.
He's like,
Yeah,
are you serious?
Yeah, you have no idea. His hand is gross. Yeah, this is gone.
Oh my God.
Yep, there it is. Now we're gonna establish some normalcy here, with characters other than Spandam and Spandine out.
There's the Meppo and the Rebecca.
Do Rebecca. Get something back. We're not going to remove the silvers right now, but it's also not really threatening us for a game. Dustpan noticeably has 3 cards in hand. So in fairness, the pudding did something for a little bit, but it might have actually given Nightloaf that gross hand of like all reduction cards in order to remove the Sanji and the new gate in one turn. So maybe it didn't.
Dude, and a Brook to end it there too.
I mean, just the gross things that Rebecca is able to do. 2 cards in hand, it's fine. Look at my board now. All from the A-drop Moria. Oh.
Draws.
Dustpan is getting lucky with these
yeah.
with these top draws here. This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh, but he's got the heart of the cards. The Rebecca in this case, plus no other way to remove the blocker, is a small problem. We weren't quite in a position to go for lethal anyway, but there are only 2 cards in hand if we just had a little bit more of board, but that's classic Lucci, not letting you have anything.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Gerald is in a pretty relaxed position right now too. There's only two swings available at this moment in time, save any rushers that could come out from Dustpan's side. But we do already have a blocker established in Rebecca, 2 life ups still, and 2 cards in hand. I think this is honestly Gerald's game to lose at this point. You know what I mean? If he would have held Sanji, it would have been nice. Yeah, I mean now he just has a big 8/8 dummy on board, but it's a start. You know, we can start breaking that board and making our way downtown, so to speak. But
Yeah, he had to
we
do
have a lot of life to deal
something.
with still, yeah.
He had to do something. That brook will cleanly go. That essentially formed as a second blocker for us. If there's no way to remove this Rebecca as Dustpan right now, which I don't think there is, then you don't really have any options. You just go for face. Nightloaf may even take it because he's not concerned that, you know, because as far as rushers go for Dustpan, it could be a 5-drop ace from the newest starter deck. It could be 8-drop dragon. Could be 7-drop ace. But I don't think any of those with this Rebecca blocker are enough.
So there's the 7
try.
ace. Here we go.
Are we going for face?
Minusing
No,
some
we're
guys.
going for Helmeppo, which is just another blocker. And then we're going 10 at face. Again, I mean, there are now 3 cards in hand as Dustpan, I believe, or 2. I think it's 2. So with no blocker in play,
there is 3 in hand for Dustpan.
you go 9. We'll see how Nightloaf decides to math this, but he might be able to just do this cleanly with just leader and Moria.
10,
11.
11
and the rest. Nice. Well, I mean, that was a close one, but yeah, Nightloaf will be taking this one. That was kind of a crazy game. Blind Sanjis, right, hitting for that value, and then puddings from Nightloaf hitting, puddings from Dustpan hitting Nightloaf down to 5, but then drawing a hand of like all removal cards for his 10-drop play. Like, that was nasty from both sides, and Nightloaf will take it for us again.
So that could actually be the end right here too.
Right.
We don't know.
As a pending Bandai stuff, you know.
So basically right now the rest of the tournament depends if what happens at table 2. If Chris 5e beats Slord is who we saw earlier on stream. If Chris beats Slord, tournament's over.
Now for those at home that don't know, what was Chris on tonight?
I actually didn't see what Chris was on. I think Chris was on Doflamingo though, if I'm not mistaken.
Another Doffy mirror for Slord?
Yeah, so another Doffy mirror for Slord. So if Slord ends up squeaking it out, you're going to see him come back on stream next round for our 4th and final round. But yeah, I'm going to go out there and get a few updates first really quick, guys, and I'll let you guys know ASAP if we're going to have the 4th round or not. So in the meantime, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Go refill your cup really quick with some water, whatever you got to get. Watch these ads. Follow the channel.
Watch the ads.
We'll be right back.
And that's going to be another wrap for this one, y'all. As always, thank you so much for watching. You can check out our latest video upload right here. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. And as always, keep on gaming, gamers, versus games.